This could save somebody's life out there, and especially girls. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be doesn't look very safe. My god, what the doctor told me. You need to run. Human papilloma virus. You know what that is? And if you don't know, for the fact I know most of the people who watches my video are girls out there, and this is very important for girls who's watching this video. I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me to get my cervical screening done. I know it's pretty awkward, I'm super nervous about it, but I thought it's super important for me to show you guys the process and how it is and share my experience so that it encourages you girls out there to get your cervical screening or your smear test done. So basically, the cervical screening is also called as a smear test. Figure out if you've got the HPV or not. This is something all of us women should do regularly if you're over 21. I know this could be really awkward, scary, and something that we could just avoid easily. Some people are really scared about the result, and some people are scared about the procedure because it looks really scary online. So I'm here to normalize it. I'm here to show you guys my experience, what you have to go through. I'm just here to convince you guys that it's really important. So I'm doing it. I think you all should do it. If you are over 21 years old, get your cervical screening done because it could save your life. Some people just assume it's the test for cancer, it's a test for cervical cancer, but it's not the test for cancer. This is a test to prevent cancer in the future. So check the health of your cervix. You can find out if you've got any abnormal cells growing. This test helps to identify those cells so you can prevent cancer in really early stage. And by doing this cervical screening, what you're basically looking for is the human papilloma virus. Not the most fun thing to do in the world, but neither is ignoring our health. So let's go get it done.
HPV, it was about 100 different strains, but there's about 12, I think it's 12 or 14, I can't remember which, where they call them high risk.
Yeah.
So the rest of them, in fact all of them, usually our bodies get rid of them and they don't cause us any problems.
Right.
But if the high risk ones hang around in your cervix,
Alright guys, I'm out and my cervical screening is done. Honestly, it was very uncomfortable. I will not lie, it was uncomfortable, but it's not painful as it looks. I'm gonna go home and show everything that they used, and I'll have to figure out how to get home from here. So நான் வரும்போது கேப்ல வந்தேன், but now I feel like I don't want to take cab back. Cabல வந்து it only took 4 minutes to reach this place, so I thought okay, I'll walk back. So I was just looking the directions and it said it's going to take 18 minutes of walk, and I just thought the weather's really nice and I'll just take a walk back home. Although I really need a wee, but let's do this. This place is crazy because this is what Google Maps is saying. I think it's showing me some sort of a shortcut. Basically, this map is asking me to go this way. Doesn't look very safe, but we're taking it. So it just asked me to go this way. I'm a bit creeped out, but let's just walk really fast. Fast தான் நடந்து போயிடலாம் because இது கொஞ்சம் பயமாக தான் இருக்கு எனக்கு. So I can see a gate there. Okay, I never thought I would walk here. And there's a dog coming. There's a man and a dog coming. I hope it's a cute dog. Not bad, guys. We reached pretty quick. தேவையில்லாமல் நான் கேப் போட்டு வந்தேன், நடந்தே வந்திருக்கலாம். ஸோ இங்கேருந்து எனக்கு வழி தெரியும். Just 3 minutes, I'll go home and I will sit and explain my experience and what happened and what the doctor told me. I've sat here to explain what the whole procedure is. The doctor was really sweet. I don't know if she was a doctor or a nurse, but she was really sweet. She explained to me the whole process and why we're doing this and why this is very important. First, she showed me a thing called a speculum, where it gets inserted in your vagina. I'll show a picture of how it looks. It did look pretty big and scary, but yeah, that's the main thing that will make you uncomfortable. And then there's sort of a swab that gets inside your cervix and takes some cells off from your cervix. Speculum was a bit uncomfortable. That was the bit that was pretty uncomfortable because it gets into your vagina and they would just spread a little bit, like open the speculum a little bit, and then the swab goes inside. It probably took 1 to 2 minutes to do it, and that's just like focus on your breathing and just relax your bottom, relax your legs, and I think it should be fine, guys. It was uncomfortable, but it was not painful, and some women experience bleeding after this whole procedure, and the doctor did tell me that you may or may not experience bleeding, and if you do, it's pretty normal, nothing to actually worry about. Oh my god, this weather is so pretty. It's getting very pretty, and I'm sitting in this really pretty place. This is inside my campus, and it's like a mini garden that the patient and the hospital people have created, and it's so pretty. I love sitting here. Okay, so once it goes to the lab, they will look for HPV's DNA, and if they don't find the HPV DNA in your cervix, you don't do anything, you just do your regular checkup after 3 years. If they do find the HPV DNA in your cervix, then they would closer look into your maybe cervical cells and things like that. I don't know the details of it, but God, it's raining. You know what, I actually went to my flat, but I wanted to make this video a bit more cinematic, so I came down to just record this bit, and it started raining. Okay, we need to run. Okay guys, so நான் என்ன சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், so if they find the HPV DNA in your cervix, then there's extra step to it. So இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, cervical cells இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் closer look எடுத்து, they will also see the cells, how the cells are. Is it like abnormal cells, ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு growth இருக்கா, any pre-malignant stage. It is also called a term called dysplasia, and more specifically it's also called CIN, CINN, with the cervical cervical intraepithelial neoplasia, a type of cancer that could be caused by a bacteria or a virus, but in this case we are talking about a specific virus called HPV, and that is responsible for causing cervical cancer or penile cancer, different types of other cancers as well. So all you have to remember is the primary study shows that HPV 16 and 18 are the primary reason for cervical cancer. So these are the high risk HPV. Now the cervix is the lower portion of your uterus, and these viruses most often just cause infections that are just transient. It's asymptomatic. Most of the times you don't even know it exists, and your immune system would just clear it off over time, would just fight off the virus. And this is the whole idea. It's all because of certain expression of protein that results in abnormal cells and growth and mutation, and that gradually results to cancer. And this is like a huge process. Like, the cancer doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time, and this cervical screening is to prevent all this if we see some sort of an abnormal cells in your cervix. I read an article where it says it's a huge success. Some even debate that it has cleared a huge epidemic of cervical cancer in women, and it's saved so many lives. So of course it's a great thing, and of course it's a success. So if you can prevent something, make use of it, prevent it when you can.